Hi, welcome to our final project demo. As you can see on the left, this is the schedule of the presentation with the slides on the left and the people responsible for it on the right. Our team include me, Sunwin, Ivan Kwok, Jake Van Houder, and Anthony Graves. The traditional dining hall management system tends to have a system for everything. So the dining hall will have a separate system for interacting with the students. The inventory will have their own system for tracking. The kitchen will have their own system for menu planning, and the admin will have another system just to manage everything. There is nothing wrong with this approach, but in the age of information, this is a little bit outdated since this approach requires like every system to connect with one another constantly to collect the data to make a decision. So for this project, we built a unified system for everything. The dining hall, the admin, the inventory will use one same system, which would be better for data collection and decision making based on the data collected.
Our proposed solution for our problem statement is to create a web application that streamlines ordering and optimizes inventory control. By doing so, our system will reduce food waste, accelerate service, and elevate dinner satisfaction. Administrators of the system will be able to view consumption patterns, allowing them to save money by preparing more optimally. We chose to use React because it allows us to create a responsive UI that'll work on a variety of devices. And we use Django because it has built-in user authentication, which is really important when we have user, staff, and admin user types that will all have different permissions. Our backend, our database is PostgreSQL because it's reliable and it can handle a large quantity of SQL queries at a time.
So in this section, I will be describing the team contributions to the project. I think our MVP was probably Jake. He did about 8 issues, and also has a lot of he did a lot of the UI design choices and everything, the CSS styling and everything for the website. So yeah, he did a lot of issues and a lot of the design choices that we had, as well as working on the Kanban board and our GitHub, like README and documentation and everything. Uh, Ivan did a lot of quite a few issues as well. One, two, three, four, five. Um, he contributed to every single document, and it is actually his GitHub repo that we did the whole project in. I did quite a few issues, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, uh, 8 issues total. And I contributed to every single document. I did a lot of the kind of more intensive parts of documentation, like the ER diagram creation and things like that. And Son, he had a lot of trouble getting his front end to connect to the back end. So we kind of made sure he was responsible for a lot of the documentation and report building. So most of this was done by him. Our final report looks pretty good, and we're happy with the way that turned out. So that's just a brief overview and summary of everyone's contribution to the project. And yeah, we're happy with our overall completion as well.
This is the system design section of our project. So the user superclass splits off into three subtypes of users, which are staff, student, and admin. Each entity, each one of these users has relations to the entities that they have permissions to. So admin would be able to delete users, view sales statistics, and create and send notifications. Students would be able to view and top up their balance. They'd be able to subscribe to meal plans, and they can opt into notifications that the admin would send. Staff members would be able to manage menu items and inventory, and they would be able to handle meal transactions as well as view student balances. Our user superclass can view menu items because all user types are able to view the menu.
So today I'm going to be running through all of our functionalities for our dining hall management system. So as you can see here, we have the menu. And what we're going to first do is we're going to go sign up as an admin. So we're just going to fill out this form right here. And we're going to select the admin user and we're going to sign up, and we should be able to log in as an admin. And here we go. So once we are logged in, we see a bunch of new features that only an admin should see. We have the stats page over here, and some other buttons, and I'll run through this really quick. So as an admin, you are allowed to put in or add menu items. So we can add a burger that has some arbitrary values and allergens, and we can add that burger. And so we should be able to see here in our main menu page that we have this burger. And now we also have the functionality to delete burger. So we can navigate to that page, and we can click this delete button, and it'll give us a confirmation that we want to delete this, and we have now deleted the button. Aside from this, we also have the stats page, and I'm just going to quickly add that burger back in. So it's going to read these values again. And now we can go over to our stats page, and we just have a list of student balances, just for all of the users in the system, what their balance is. And we also have statistics on the menu item purchases. So for the burger, another functionality is our add funds. So we can top up and we can view our balance. So to view the statistics for the burger, we now have one burger sold, and our users, we are able to see their balances. So for now, we're going to create a new user, and we're going to view the application from a student role. So we can have a student with a password, and we can log in as that student. And this student should only be able to view items that are relevant to them. So they are not able to see the stats page. They're not able to add any menu items. So just to have some balance, we can add our balance, we can buy a burger, and we can also even add special instructions. So say no tomato, and that will be sent to the database, and admin and staff should be able to see that. We're also able to view the nutritional info of the burger, so just the values that we put in, and there's these filter options. So minimum price. Say we wanted a burger that's $3, shouldn't show anything. And say maybe um, we want a burger that's a maximum price. You can see that this works, and so on and so forth. Into the dietary restrictions, um, we are getting the burgers, and we're able to filter through the menu items. Um, as a user or as a student as well, you're able to leave feedback. So we can say um, it was a great burger. Description, it was really yummy. Users can submit this feedback, and they should be able to see. Um, Students are able to see their own feedback, but they're not able to see other users' feedback. So if we were to log in as our admin user, we're able to go into the feedback and we're able to view the feedback that the student just submitted. It was really yummy. Um, and we can, as an admin or a staff user, we can reply to um, our students, and this will update on their end, and we're even able to delete their feedback. Um, and I think that is mainly all of our features that we implemented.
Despite having a functional system, we still think there are room for improvements. Our current interface is using Flight React, which is fine if you use the system on the computer, but for a mobile user, the interface is a little bit wonky. So for future improvement, we can start using React Native or another framework that would support both PC user and mobile user. Another thing to consider is the system now only supports simple data gathering. Uh, this is not a big problem as it sounds to be, but for data-driven decision making, another we need to find another way to collect the data, which can be done by integrating OLAP cubes into the system. This way, the data collected will be more insightful, which will be more useful for other things. We also need a role-based access control for the system. Right now, due to difficulties with the authentication system, we just use a super user for most of the testing. In the future, we plan to have like a proper way to allow staff and admins getting their hand on exclusive features which should not be usable by any students.
Section, I will just be giving a kind of a summary of the whole experience of the project and a kind of final conclusion. We've done everything that you would expect a dining hall management system to do. You're able to add items to the menu, handle a user balance, buy items, leave feedback to dining hall staff. Really, we've completed 21 out of 24 features total, and all of the core functionalities are there. It's all done. Uh, the experience of working on a team was, I would say, good overall. Um, we learned a lot, especially about working on a team and connecting front and back end components and just working with databases in general. And I would say this was a valuable learning experience for everyone involved.